Picture this. It's Sunday night. You're lying in bed, scrolling on your phone, and that quiet anxiety starts creeping in. Tomorrow's Monday. Same job, same meetings, same salary that somehow disappears every month, even though you barely buy anything extra. And you're thinking, I'm doing everything right, so why does it still feel like I'm falling behind? Because here's the thing. The rules of work that made your parents financially stable, they're quietly breaking right now, and most people won't realize it until it's too late. My name is Robert, and I spend way too much time thinking about building long-term wealth. If you're someone who's starting their financial journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Now look, this isn't one of those AI will take all our jobs tomorrow videos. This is about something much more uncomfortable. AI isn't just changing jobs. It's changing how money is earned, who keeps it, and who never catches up. And if your financial plan still assumes a stable career equals financial security, we need to talk. The assumption that's quietly destroying financial plans. Here's the assumption most people are still operating on. Open quote, if I get good at one skill, get promoted, and work hard, I'll be financially okay. Close quote. That worked in a world where productivity increased slowly, but AI broke that equation. According to McKinsey, up to 30% of current work hours could be automated by 2030, and Goldman Sachs estimates 300 million full-time jobs globally could be affected. Now, pause for a second. That doesn't mean 300 million people will be unemployed. It means the value of human labor is being repriced fast. And this is where it gets really interesting. Productivity versus pay. The gap nobody talks about. Here's what most people don't realize. Since the 1970s, productivity in developed economies has increased by over 60%, while real wages have barely moved. In simple terms, workers are producing more value than ever, but keeping less of it. AI accelerates this gap. Because when a company replaces or augments 10 people with one AI system, profits don't get shared. They get concentrated. And if your financial plan depends only on trading time for money, you're standing on thin ice. Why AI changes leverage, not just jobs. Look, every era creates wealth through leverage. Industrial age, machines. Internet age, software. AI age, intelligence at scale. AI lets one person do what used to require teams. A single creator can reach millions. A solo developer can replace entire workflows. A small business can operate like a corporation. But psychologically, most people are stuck in an employee mindset. We were trained to be useful, not scalable. The psychological trap, safety over control. Now you might be thinking, open quote, I just want stability. I don't want to gamble. Close quote, totally fair. But here's the uncomfortable truth. A single income source is no longer safe. It's just familiar. Humans are wired to prefer predictable pain over uncertain opportunity. That's loss aversion. So we cling to salaries, even when the real risk is dependency. AI doesn't eliminate opportunity, it eliminates complacency. Imagine two people, same age, same salary. Person A focuses only on career growth, upskills inside their job, relies on raises and promotions. Person B keeps their job, spends 5 to 7 hours a week learning AI tools, builds small systems, automations, content, niche services. 5 years later, person A is stressed, earning maybe 20 to 30% more, but replaceable. Person B has optionality, multiple income streams, bargaining power, same intelligence, different strategy. This is where most people get AI completely wrong. Most people think AI is about replacing humans. It's not. It's about amplifying outcomes. AI rewards people who own systems, own audiences, own distribution, own equity, and it quietly punishes people who only rent their time. The new financial independence formula. Old formula, open quote, income, expenses equals savings, hope, close quote. New formula, open quote, income equals leverage. Expenses equals control, close quote. Leverage comes from automation, ownership, skill compounding, asymmetric upside. And AI is the cheapest leverage humans have ever had access to. Practical, actionable steps you can start this month. Let's make this real. Here's what you can actually do without quitting your job. Step 1, build AI literacy, not expertise. You don't need to be an engineer. You need to understand what AI can do. Tools like ChatGPT, automation platforms, and no-code builders already replace hours of work. Step 2, identify repetitive value. Ask yourself, what tasks repeat in my industry? What outputs matter more than effort? AI thrives on repetition. Step 3, convert skills into systems. Instead of, I do this task, think, how can this run without me? That shift alone changes income potential. Step 4, invest the upside, not the ego. Don't inflate your lifestyle. Invest the additional income. This is how optionality compounds. Why financial independence is becoming non-negotiable. Here's what most people don't realize. Financial independence isn't about retiring early anymore. It's about negotiating from strength. When AI reshapes industries overnight, the only real safety net is freedom of choice. Freedom to walk away. Freedom to pivot. Freedom to say no. The final insight, most people miss AI doesn't reward hustle. It rewards positioning. The future belongs to people who learn continuously, build assets, not just resumes, think in systems, not schedules. And the scariest part? This transition won't feel dramatic. It'll feel gradual until suddenly it's permanent. Look, this isn't about fear. It's about alignment. AI is not your enemy, but ignoring it might be. If you start building leverage now, slowly, intentionally, you give yourself something most people never get: time on your side. If this video made you rethink how you're approaching work, money, and independence, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment with where you're starting from and what you want your future work life to look like. Because the future of work isn't coming, it's already here. And the question is simple: will it work for you